Hey guys. Hey. Today, it's hot. We're getting mentally primed. Mentally, primed. And I just wanted to talk about one way that I deal with anxiety because what I've learned, my camera is a little off. What I've learned is that if you go back to the other videos, you can see that I was talking about. Hold up, let me delete. Okay. Someone's trying to call me. So I was talking about I was trying to teach, and what I've seen is that I can only talk about my experiences. Damn, and that's revolutionary because when at that point, now it's not about being perfect. Now it's not about even trying to come off a certain way. It's just, damn, let me share my story and see how it helps and let you extrapolate what you can and incorporate it where you can. That's it. We're here to get primed. That's it. So today, one thing I wanted to talk about anxiety. So me personally, having these things that I'm going through. So family, I'm sure we all have these things going on. Family, what else? Just a lot going on. And for me, business, that's been a big outlet where it's taking up a lot and it's creating anxiety. Hell, this past week, in one of the businesses, we removed 6 pines, and that job, though, it took a lot of mental capital, right? And I started neglecting the other things that needed to be done. And for me, when I'm not doing my processes, this creates stress, right? And so what I've learned, still learning, is that first you got to step back. You got to see it. Talking about it is good, but if you're that anxiety that built up for me was stemming from work. Okay, now the one way that I specifically was dealing with it was with action, and with that action specifically, what I mean is by journaling and also talking about it, but then revising my approach. And so I feel like action cures fear. If you have anxiety, don't stress about it. It's there for a reason. Now, granted, there might be a lot going on, right? Sometimes you got to step away from the stimulus to get a macro view of it. And so don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. And guys, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Remember this, we're all here to get primed because me talking to you about it helps me get it out, helps me to fortify it, solidify it, and then even see it from a different angle. So we're all in this together. So specifically, the one way that I've been dealing with it is simply by journaling at night. I got this, it's called the Phoenix Journal, and that's, maybe I'll put it in the link. If someone wants to just comment, I can send it to you. But it's just, that's the 20% that's yielding 80% of the results. And so let's say you have anxiety in the avenue of life, let's say with your children, okay, they're doing something, it's some type of stress. Taking time, I promise you, look, it's so powerful. Taking 10 minutes of reflective, like reflecting on what's going wrong, what you could do right. That 10 minutes is better than 24 hours of action. I promise you. And look, I'm not saying that as the Holy Grail. I'm speaking from my personal experience. For me personally, taking that 10 minutes, and with the job specifically, right? That for me personally, I was creating that stress. Look at there goes my children. They're running in the field trying to hide from me. Go ahead, guys. Let me finish this video, okay? All right. So the 6 plans for me that was creating that stress, right? I did some planning that week. I probably allocated maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but it wasn't structural. If I would have took the time to actually allocate maybe 20 minutes to specifically outlining the approach, the contractors I was working with, the employees I was going to have out there, the processes in place, where I would go, like, how this would incorporate the family if I'd be gone all day, all of that 20 minutes, I was on that job for a total of almost maybe 20, well, 2, 4, maybe 10 hours. That job was about 10 hours, right? So 10 hours of action could have been cured with 20 minutes of planning. So in whatever area that you're maneuvering through right now, take you some time. And I know it's we all like specifics. I know I do. And these videos are for us to simply voice and get out these things. And so then we can reflect on them. And so right now, if you get a chance, and I'm talking to you too, right here, Leo, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me as well. Take the time to plan, okay? Especially if it's something big. If this is something that's creating anxiety for you, if it's creating anxiety, take 20 minutes to write it out. Why is it causing you anxiety? And talking about it is good. I think you do need to talk about it, because talking adds a different component to it, if you will. It's more like a valve release emotionally, right? But I think writing is a different stimulus in that you have to kind of, those thoughts come together in a different way, and it's activating different areas. So writing about it gets a little bit deeper than just talking about it. Both have their point, but write about it. And so I'm not going to rant on about it. We're here to stay primed, guys. It's a process, with these videos, with State of Prime as a whole. It's going through a rebranding process of us staying primed, and it's through the avenue of our experiences. Let's talk about it. Let's learn about it. Let's write about it. John Adams, I'm reading a book this morning. That was one of the quotes of the book. He said, be brave, or dare to speak, write. Not in a specific order, but he said, dare to think, speak, and write. And of course, that's in relation. John Adams, I believe, wrote The Wealth of Nations. I don't know if he was the economist or whatnot, but anywho, the point is, dare to think, speak, and write. In whatever avenues that you're going through, the anxiety that you could be going through, write about it, think about it, speak about it, because from there we can learn about it. And guys, it's amazing, because sometimes I didn't want to talk about this. If you go back through the videos of State of Prime, there was some consistency there, but I stopped doing it because I got in my head about it. I didn't dare to speak about it. And now I don't give a rat's patootie, because now it's not about being perfect. And I'm pushing and talking about my experiences so that we can stay primed. And I want to hear about yours. So that's it, guys. I'm not going to rant. Stay tuned, because we're going to continue to stay primed, pushing it to the next and the next, and learning and learning. Until the next one, stay primed.